With that total, at some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Ten yards still left on second down.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
And the back goes into motion. To throw on second down is Keenum. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And oh, he spins past him and into space. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Wendell Smallwood with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to let this one go deep. And got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Keenum. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Keenum throwing on second. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Defense has to stand tall here, 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They do snap it to Keenum. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Here's Smallwood as they begin on the ground. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. On second down, Smallwood. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. This is Chris Cole. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. From the gun, it's Keenum. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. There he goes left side. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Well, someone just made a house call, and his name is Robert Alford. You remember that name, don't you, partner?
Seen him on the biggest of stages, picking off Tom Brady in Super Bowl 51.
Yeah, took it all the way back for a touchdown, then gave his team a 21-3 lead. They didn't hold it, but that was a mammoth play.
That was a mammoth play, and what we just saw was a mammoth play. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. The Vikings opening their lead up to 2 touchdowns now. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Looking downfield for Dez. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards. On first down, Keenum. Buying time to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Keenum to throw on second down. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And here come the Bills. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Going with Smallwood running left. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And the return will stop right around the 25. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers. Because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Shotgun snap for Keenum. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Cliff Averill, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, hurry up.
On second down, here's Keenum. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Doyle. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run for it. This is White. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Keenum now on the keeper, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the sneak, kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Let's go! Green, Detroit! Detroit!
On the toss, here's White. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th.
Brandon, I believe that they were in 4-down territory, and that's what they were thinking. But after the loss, I've got to kick the field goal. No way I'm going to go for it in this situation. But you know some of these coaches, they're extremely unpredictable, and they may go ahead and press it.
On 4th down, Keenum. Where is this play going? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cliff Averill in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Now Pohl. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard near the 48-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They run it with Pohl. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Handoff comes to Smallwood. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Going right back to Smallwood. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Third down. it's Wendell Smallwood. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. And Allen's got it. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 19 yards there on the pickup. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Get ready. 180. 180.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Smallwood gets the give running left. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
180.
Aguilar in motion left. This is Cole. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Let's go.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll run with Smallwood. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Get ready. Force. Check three. Let's go. Tiger.
They try again with Smallwood. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Wendell Smallwood with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. The gap's getting wider there. The Saints have scored again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now here come the Dolphins. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Being chased out left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, it's Keenum. Forced out to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Switch, switch, switch. All right, here we go. Green, 30.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. He sets to fire deep. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Des Bryant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They start the drive with Smallwood. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Aguilar in motion left. Second down, Bridgewater. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. They give to Smallwood. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Throwing on first down is Keenum. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Throw left side complete. That's Doyle. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 23. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Keenum. That's caught. It's Thomas. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Second and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll run. This is White. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Case Keenum, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. And his kick is right through. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Bridgewater. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taking it about the 36. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now White. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Doyle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here's Keenum to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Doyle. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
No, check, Patriot. Watch him now, Marty. Over.
it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And he's got some space here. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Keenum. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Des Bryant, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he knocks it through. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Again, it's Smallwood. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They run, Smallwood. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Aguilar in motion left. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys...
The Bills on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Aguilar in motion left. Third down, it's Wendell Smallwood. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size... this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Chris Polk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, But the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He completes it right side to White. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Keenum now on second down. Going deep here for Bryant. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
All right, here we go. All right, now look at 56.
Now Keenum. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. A run with Smallwood. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll run with Smallwood out of the pistol. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd down following the run.
Tagger! Let's go! Tagger!
Again, they run it with Cole. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right down the middle. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Keenum. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Keenum. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. 23 yards on the play. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Dez Bryant, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity. In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point. Did you put a second circle around this one? This is pretty big. I put a star.
Keenum on 1st down. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Mario Edwards in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go now. All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard. All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now is Keenum. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Coney Ely in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a desperation throw deep. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Dolphins. 32 yards. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? that's not the way you're supposed to play it.
This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. And he motions the wide receiver. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. Goes underneath here to White. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So now then, it's a big kick there to get this game back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal could still do you in.
Brandon, we're going to see right here. I would expect that after the kickoff, this offense is going to come out throwing. So those first few plays are going to be the key.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Smallwood. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Well, time not on their side here. In fact, a lot going against them. They do have a small glimmer of hope.
No one likes to play extra football. They want to go for the win right now.
Bridgewater. Allen's got it over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Bridgewater. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now Keenum. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. A Miami 1st down. That one going for a gain of 11. Back to throw, Keenum. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Bridgewater to throw it. That's to the rookie tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. You got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And it is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence.
Watch the whip. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Blitz! Blitz! Run! 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 They're running!